Hello, it's Empress Lux Sashay. Please like and subscribe. Thank you to those that already do. If you like exclusive content, check out my Patreon or YouTube member section over here on YouTube. This particular reading is about Usher. It's about Usher. I'm just going to be speaking about some potential predictions he could have based on his astrology transits for now until 2026. There's a focus on his marriage and possible public drama. So, and it's all loosely based because I don't have his exact time of birth. So, we're just going to look ahead for what could possibly happen for his marriage and public image from now through 2026. And I'm just going to be honest, from what I can see with his chart, it shows major shifts inside his relationship and potential headline moments the public won't be able to ignore for Usher Raymond. To give a little breakdown on Usher Raymond, if you've been living under a rock and you don't happen to know who he is, I think I'm going to do an extended version for his reading now that I think about it. So his birthday is October 14, 1978. He's born apparently online at 4 a.m. in Dallas, Texas. He's a Libra sun, so he would be charming and for the most part be very, very diplomatic. He possibly has a moon in Pisces, which will make him very intuitive and sensitive, and a Virgo ascendant, which I thought that was pretty interesting. So he would be very detail oriented and disciplined. And he could also possibly have a Scorpio stellium with the Venus, Mars, Mercury, Uranus, all intense, magnetic, and transformative. So he got a little mystery in there. I'm going to do an extended. I didn't think I would, but I'm going to do an extended for him. And that'll be on Patreon. Now, for what I see for him, is his marriage going to last? I should do a deep synastry chart between him and his wife. I think that's what I'm going to do, actually, because can't think of his name. A lot of people don't feel like that's going to last, since most of his relationships don't last. But I'll do a synastry chart. Now, for his chart, for what I see, the current love energy is right now through mid 2025. Venus and the North Node are activating his Scorpio stellium, the Venus, Mars, and Mercury. So this would be a very intense, very intense vibe. I'm gonna say around which we are mid 2025. Venus and North Node will be lighting up his Scorpio stellium. So this would be all about deep, intimate energy for him and his wife, passion, renewal, and transformation. So Scorpio says it's not surface level, but any changes in their dynamic will be intense and possibly very public. Now, unpredictable changes with Uranus and Gemini, that will quonks, I love that term, quonks, hit Scorpio, Venus, and Mars in mid 2025. So that's right about now. So this can mean unconventional adjustments inside his marriage, different living schedules, experimental projects, or experimenting, or a public pivot that sparks curiosity. Now, Uranus is the planet of surprises, so the way he and his wife handle these changes may generate buzz. Then Saturn, he has a Saturn return and marriage restructuring. So in 2026, Usher is going to hit his second Saturn return in Pisces. So what I would say, Saturn return is those hard lessons. This is a serious check-in or on emotional needs, boundaries, and long-term goals. For his marriage, this can mean recommitting with new rules, taking on joint ventures, or redefining what partnership looks like moving forward. Now, potential public drama windows, that would be October to November of this year, because he has eclipses on his relationship axis with Mars and Leo squaring his Scorpio planet. So this is possible public tension, or at the very least rumors. So, and then also spring 2026 with Uranus Venus aspects plus Saturn return, this could bring a surprising joint announcement or change in how the marriage is presented to the public. So I really hope this isn't a reality series or show, something like that, but it could be. It doesn't guarantee scandal, but the astral weather shows visibility spike. Now I did pull some tarot. I got the Four of Wands, the Tower, and the Hierophant. So the Four of Wands, we know, well, if you don't know, that's like marriage and celebration. Wands is Leo, Sag, Aries energy. Sometimes Four of Wands can be an event in spring or summer, and then the Tower is something, a major shakeup or sudden change. Hierophant is all about commitments, traditional commitment, being more traditional, following the rules, long-term bonds. So this could suggest a renewal after disruption, not a collapse. So whether it's a public adjustment or a renewed commitment, Usher's marriage is in a season of transformation. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Like, is this more power couple moments or some unexpected plot twist? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think, I don't like to wish any type of way on people's relationship, but what do you think about him? I can't think of his wife's name. What do you think about Usher and his wife and the relationship? Leave your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more celebrity astrology and tarot tea. What I will like to say intuitively, I do feel like Usher, which we all may need to repent at some point in our lives, but he may need to repent due to some of the things he's done or in his connections. I feel like, and this has come out with in tarot readings I've done for him, that sometimes he plays both sides. But if you really want to change and commit to a certain side, you need to repent for some stuff that was done in the dark, allegedly entertainment purposes. And I'm going to keep on moving. And the extended will be on Patreon. Bye. I was thinking I was done with Usher, but Spirit wants me to pull 2 cards for him. I'm going to pull from my Angel deck and my Hulu Tarot deck for Usher Raymond. Based off everything I've said and anything else Spirit wants to show me. Let's get into it for Usher Raymond. Ooh, actually got... So I pulled a blessing in disguise for him. So what appears to be a problem is actually part of an answered prayer for him. He'll understand the reasons behind his present situations. Everything resolves. Trust in heaven's protection and infinite wisdom to answer your prayer in the best way. And I have no, not the right time, big happy changes, and an opportunity to forgive. This situation will allow him to heal, grow, and release negative patterns. He needs to hold the attention of seeing the other person's inner divine light and goodness. It will help him release unforgiving thoughts, feelings, and energies, and lift him to a higher level of peace and compassion. And this will happen very soon. So there could very soon, this has something to do with romantic feelings or romantic energy. Very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Is this about Diddy, that situation? So what I'm getting for this, there could have been something or certain things he has wanted to heal from and gotten over, and it just was never the right time. But now there's going to be big happy changes with that. It's going to be something's happening right now, will be happening, where it'll be a perfect time for him to forgive. And I'm seeing feminine energy here and masculine energy, and both of these couples are embracing a woman, that type of thing. So something around romance, sexual energy, and he's going to have a blessing in disguise with that. Could be working a new creative project as well. Let's go to the Hulu Tarot. Usher Raymond. I wanted one, but Spirit said you're going to get what you get. What's next for Usher Raymond? Oops. Okay. I wasn't done. This is the 7 of sticks. Yes, the 7 of sticks. This is an alligator. Who did this come out for? Kashan, I think, in one of her readings. This is all about defending himself. This is the alligator. Typically, people are afraid of the alligator, and you use poles to get the alligator away from you from harming you. So there's something around him having to defend himself. 7's being highlighted. This could represent passion and other sexual type of things, if you know what I mean. Okay. I'm looking at the 7 of sticks. Why can I not say that? Which is the 7 of wands, like in traditional tarot. It actually does fit the astrology I just went over for 2025 and 2026 perfectly for him. Because I'm also realizing this is all about defending his position. So I get he's entering a phase where he'll have to stand his ground in his marriage, career, and public image. So this is all about him possibly being under pressure, feeling like he's under pressure, but not backing down. and often facing critics or competition. So, given his Uranus and Saturn transits, he may need to protect his relationship from rumors, set firmer boundaries, and push back against narratives that don't match reality. For his marriage, this could suggest public scrutiny and the need to present a united front with his wife. So, this could indicate addressing rumors or clarifying the truth if media or online chatter gets loud. And with Saturn return energy, this means he'll have to be strategic and not reactive. So I'm going to say timing likely most relevant in the October-November 2025 eclipse season or spring of 2026 with the Uranus-Venus activation. So both windows where he would have to defend, protect, or hold his ground energy will definitely peak. So interesting. Interesting. I I get a double meaning behind the seven of sticks or seven of wands. Because I mean, I feel like that was in places where he wasn't able to defend himself and that type of thing. So something's going to happen where in the president that's going to give him an opportunity to forgive and get over certain stuff that happened to him in the past. That's what I'm going to say. That's the best way to say it and break that down. So that's what I have. Bye.